Okay, everyone. Hello, it's William Dubois here again, doing the fifth and final part on how do you trade Forex for pipjunkies.com. Now, this section here kind of fits in with what we've been saying, and it's more of a summary of everything. As I mentioned in the previous video, what we're going to be doing from here on out is actually getting a lot more involved and going into a lot more in-depth topics. Talking a lot more about the information that we're going to be going through. So it is very important that people understand this information here, first of all, that we've already gone through in the previous videos up until this one, and also the information that I'm about to provide now. Most of this I have already mentioned, and everyone should hopefully understand and be aware of already at this point. But I do wish to go through this again now, just as sort of a final summary, just to make sure everyone knows exactly where they're at, no one has any problems with anything, and you will understand exactly what's going on. So, first of all, for future information we're going to be going through, I recommend, without a shadow of a doubt, that everyone sticks to demo trading initially. Now, it's so easy to feel, with currency trading that, okay, we're going to make a ton of money. This will just jump in, put in all our savings, whatever it may be, and actually start trading. Now, that may sound stupid, what I've just said, and yeah, I'd completely agree with anyone that does think that's stupid, because it's not the case. And it may sound strange, but I know people that have done it, and I'm sure people will continue to do it. But there are so many people that just jump in. I mean, at this point, if you're watching these videos, chances are you don't have a clue about any of this trading stuff, which is fine. That's the whole point of us doing these videos. That's the whole point of us going through this information, is to get people hopefully to a stage where they will understand everything they need to understand and will be able to do everything that they want to do. Keeping in mind, trading is a skill. Okay, not everyone can do it. Most people do lose money from it. And I guess the main reasons for that would be due to things like lack of planning, bad trading discipline, and probably most importantly, having bad money management rules. So I would recommend for everyone at the start, demo trading is different to live trading. The emotions aren't quite the same. Losing fake money isn't the same as losing real money, and making fake money isn't the same as making real money. But I assure you, just initially, it's worthwhile doing this. I always recommend, when I speak to people, if you need to trade and demo trade for a while, if anything, you're going to get used to how the platform works, how the software works, how trading in general works, and then you can open up, a small live account. Then that'll kick in the emotion side of things, and then you can understand how to sort of control your emotions a bit better. But initially, demo trading, I would say 100% is the way forward. As I mentioned in previous videos, 99% of companies will offer free demo accounts where you can play around with fake money, as it were, and learn how to trade. So, like I say, before we go any further, before you guys go any further, you need to realize that demo trading is definitely the way forward. At the same time as well, I've put on here, concentrate on one major currency pair. I would say that's very important as well. It's so easy to get confused, look at so many different charts, so much different information. To begin with, it's just overwhelming. I'm sure you guys have all seen pictures of traders with a million computer screens in their offices, keeping on and tons and tons of different charts. Yeah, I mean, myself, I'm sat in now, and I have, how many screens have I got? 6, I think. Yeah, 6 computer screens I've got. Do I use all 6? Not really. I mean, I use 4 most of the time. I'm not saying that everyone has to go out and buy 4 computer screens. You can do it with just one. I'd recommend sort of 2, really, though, ideally. But initially, you only really want to be focusing on one currency pair. If you've got 6 screens up, 10 screens up, 8 screens, however many you want to use, you're just going to be overwhelmed initially, and it's not going to be beneficial whatsoever. So I'd recommend everyone to start off with a small amount. The next thing I want to talk about here as well is that Forex is not a get-rich-quick scheme. And this is very important, and it's hard for some people to hear. Yes, with Forex trading, you can make a lot of money. Okay, there's no doubt about that. There's the amount of money you can make, keeping in mind there's just as many people losing that kind of money. You don't want to be trading Forex if you're unemployed, unless you're unemployed and you've got a lot of cash. People say, you may say, well, why wouldn't I trade if I'm unemployed? If I want to do Forex as a job, if I want to work from home. And yeah, it is a brilliant way of living, and there are many people that do it. But keeping in mind, there's much more people that have tried trading for themselves from home as a full-time job and have failed than that have succeeded. And that's not to put you off. I don't want you guys to think, okay, well, it's not even worthwhile us focusing on Forex. But like I say, the main problem that most people have is simply the commitment aspect, people not putting in enough time, people having, like I mentioned before, bad planning, poor discipline, and bad money management rules. And I say that's hopefully what, on this website at least, will help people overcome, and sort of give people a step in the right direction. So keeping that in mind, like I say, it may not be what everyone wants to hear, but it's the truth. Most people will lose money, so you don't want to be trading. When you do start trading, you don't want to be trading with money you can't afford to lose. It's easy for people to do that, but the last thing you want to do, you don't want to, I would never trade with money that I need to, pay the rent, or feed my kids, or whatever the case may be. I mean, when I'm trading, the money in my trading account, it is my main wage, which is fine, but I'm always in a position where I know that if I blew up my account for some reason, and I haven't blown up, I blew up accounts when I first started trading, and I'm sure many of you guys will as well. And any trader who says that they haven't blown up an account is either lying, or it's probably yet to do so. I'd imagine most people will end up blowing up accounts. But like I say, keeping that in mind, that's why you need to be trading with money that you can afford to lose. And after a while, you'll get more comfortable. You can perhaps start to take a few more risks in a way, but to begin with, like I say, it is a skill. It does take time. Not everyone can do it. Not everyone has the time commitments for it. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You need to start off slow. You need to start off on demo accounts, gradually work your way up, and then it can be a nice, comfortable situation for anyone to be in. But until that point, it's not going to be the case. So I'd like to do that to round this off. Like I say, after this, we're going to be getting into a lot more, what at least I consider to be exciting and more interesting information, going through technical analysis and just different ways of trading, different systems. Tons and tons of information. I could probably be here till I die talking about different aspects of Forex, but we'll try and cover as much as we can. You guys get as much information out of me before I do die. So not that I am dying, but anyway. So until then, take care, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Thank you.